Welcome back. Okay, so we're going to talk today about Shane Wright. Why? Because the World Juniors starts today, and I'm going to go ahead and say that Shane Wright is likely to get a lot of attention, and rightfully so. So we talk a lot about players that get overhyped going into their draft year. You can talk about, number one draft picks that might struggle. Maybe they're not as good as some of the other players in the draft. We look back years later and say, well, they were good, but I don't think Shane Wright's going to be one of those guys. He's 6'1", 185 centimeters, 187 pounds, or 85 kilos. So he's got good projectable NHL size, which does matter. And we talk about shorter players and smaller players, but in general, a GM wants a guy who's, bigger and capable of doing what Shane Wright can do here. He's basically number one everywhere. Normally when I do a prospect video, I'll say, well, this guy's number 4 in this listing, and he's number 3 on this one. Shane Wright, there's no point. So, though this is not the official draft preview video, I'm not doing the draft previews yet because we don't have enough info. The World Junior Championships are going to give us info on guys like Wright on top of what we've already got. This year playing for Kingston, 22 games, 11 goals, 19 assists, 30 points. So he's had a very good start to the season for Kingston, and this is after not playing a ton last year. With all the shutdowns that were going on, it definitely affected Wright, and yet this year he doesn't seem to have missed a beat. What scouts are saying, and again, if you want to know where the information comes from, I use hockeyprospect.com. I also use eliteprospects.com when I'm looking up information on draft picks and prospects. And once we get closer to the draft, TSN and Sportsnet will have a lot of information as well. We're not there yet. Although Shane Wright, his ceiling is so high that, you're going to find writings about Shane Wright. So he has elite hockey IQ, vision, and understanding of the game. One thing that gets talked about a lot is with players, young players especially, how well do they see the ice? How well do they think the game? And in his case, he is considered elite. And you can look up highlight videos on Shane Wright, and it shows you how smart he is in traffic, how good he is at making the right pass at the right time, and seeing the ice and making those snap decisions, which look easy to us watching on TV. It's not that easy at ice level. He's seen as an excellent skater, goal scorer, passer. Yep, so he'll be able to score. He'll be able to put the puck in the net through goals and through helping others as well. And he's seen as being capable defensively. His defensive numbers in terms of ratings seem to be a little bit lower, but he's capable and he doesn't shy away from physical contact. And he's seen as being a guy who has good leadership skills as well. And that's one of those intangibles, right? Does this guy project as being a leader? In Wright's case, yeah, he kind of does. And so there's going to be a lot of pressure on him going forward the rest of this season and beyond, because he'll be expected to reach the NHL next year. But based on his numbers, based on his size, he likely is going to play in the NHL next year. He had 8 points in the last 3 OHL games he played, so he's definitely picking it up. And we'll see how things go for him. The question really with Wright is a simple one. Is he the best in the draft since Matthews? Is he going to be at a Matthews level, or are we talking about McDavid level? And not necessarily being at that same height, I would think, for points, because McDavid's way up there, but maybe? Like, the amount of hype around Shane Wright is huge, and it is, at least to me, it's bigger than it was for Lafreniere, bigger than it's been in any of the draft classes, I really think, since Matthews. And so for me, Matthews, who is an excellent goal scorer, fantastic player, if Wright's going to be another Austin Matthews, awesome. But with the passing skill that's in there as well, and all of the elite level ratings he's getting, I think the expectation's going to be more into almost the McDavid level. So next year we have Michkov, we also have Bedard, and they're going to get a lot of attention, and we will see a lot of them over the next 18 months as well. But this is Shane Wright's draft class. It is Shane Wright all up and down. And so over the World Juniors, we'll see whether or not he is 100% ready. I would think the answer to that will likely be yes, but we'll see. It's going to be a fascinating tournament, and Shane Wright's going to be the player to watch. So let me know what you think in the comment section below as always. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through, you just happened upon this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, for all your support. I will talk to you again soon.